Okay, so this is where we start with this spreadsheet sent to us here. And we can't just upload this. We can't upload Excel. We have to upload CSV. And we also have to do a few things to the Excel spreadsheet before we save it as CSV. First thing is we must get rid of all columns that are not data. So these get deleted, and in addition to that there is a blank row here with blank headers. That will cause an error, so that will get deleted. And then down at the bottom we have some totals here. That will also cause an error to be thrown, so these get deleted. And then we are left with a nice clean Excel table like this. And there is actually one more step that's quite important. We have to format these cells to not have a thousands separator. If there is a comma in here at all, then it will also fail. You'll get this error. It'll be obvious why, but you'll then have to go back and redo it. So those are the steps. We create a nice clean data file with data in a column, no blank rows, and we have to remove the commas. Okay, when you've done that, we can import. Now we import that file, and it's under payables because we're obviously importing payables, and we have import PCT Freight bills here, and so we select that, and then it's a scripted process, very simple. You just choose that file. So this is a little bit, there we go. Actually, tell a lie, there it is. Just select that file, and this is it. There may be a small delay before you see the import operation going. That's because another script is running. And you can see after a bit of time, our script started processing. The import happened. It's a scripted import. It's just the same as if you were doing this import yourself, but it is taking care of all those tedious steps. And we see that everything is successfully imported. And so the next step is just to do this, go to payables again, and having imported it, we just need to run the script to process it. I can't do that automatically because the script doesn't know how long it will take things to import. So there's just a timing issue there. That's why you have to manually trigger the script. Otherwise, I could fully automate it. So after you've imported it, then you run this script here. And that is that, basically. Depending on what script you last ran, you can see here that we have our script running here. You can see, if you want to go and see the data that we have imported, and it's probably worth doing that before you even run any scripts. It's down at the bottom here, PCT Freight bills. It's a custom record that has been created to hold this data. And it, by default, it has all the data. So you can see here, this is the most recent data. So It looks like done a pretty good job of this so far. We see all these bills that have been created. So looking good. Yeah, I see no blanks here. So I think we've pretty much, yeah, of the script here. And by default, you get all scripts running. You do need to make sure that you have nothing filtered here, or alternatively, just filter for the script that we're running so that you can then keep an eye on when this finishes. So you can see here, this is the completed script, and that took about 8 minutes to run. So just give you an idea of sort of a time scale to do that. And so we can basically it's run through and created all of the bills, and the next thing you have to do is apply the freight. You can see that the freight is not being posted here, right? So that's a separate step. Maybe it should all be one step, but right now I have it as a separate step, just so that to allow you to maybe go and check things. I've not found any issues, to be honest with you. You can spot check. You can actually, if you turn off editing here, you can actually navigate directly to a bill, for example. And you could check that it is correctly applying those, correctly creating them. Maybe just spot check if you want, just to satisfy yourself. But it's all good. So let's go ahead and post that, shall we? Post PCT Freight. Okay, so that is the script we run, and we just check that, and we have to change our filter here, and we can see that it's processing. So we can see if I do a reverse sort, we can see here that and I filter it just for the period that we're looking at. We can see that it's going through, and it's working through these here and posting freight. Okay, so that's the process from A to B. Obviously, when you're done with one batch, just filter the date. I think this was actually through the 7th to the 17th, so let's just, yeah, not that there's anything above it. So you can just check that everything has posted. Now I've actually filtered this by date. It might actually be filtered by internal ID. Can't remember, the script might be doing that order, so that will kind of give you an idea. Anyway, we'll let that script finish, and then we'll see if there's anything unposted. So we can see the script is finished, and actually everything has been posted. So yeah, you can obviously spot check a few, and but we have 100% success rate here. So in a nutshell, that's all it is.